Oh, how you going, you big bloody beautiful bastards? I was just doing some computing. Here's me face. It's time for another episode of Retro Australia. This is a series in which I look at old Vox Pop interviews with regular Australians on the streets and how their values, attitudes and ethics of the times relate to modern Australians on the streets and in buildings and offices and houses around Australia and the world, and it's relatable for the world as well. So yeah, we looked at do aliens exist, and we also looked at bikinis. Today I'm going to be deep diving into the topic of should husbands attend childbirth. Woo! Alright, let's fucking do it.
Should husbands watch the birth of their children?
I believe so, yes.
Why do you say that?
Well, I think that a woman goes through quite a lot of pain. She's going through this jointly for her husband.
Look at this dapper gentleman. She's going through this jointly for her husband. You'd get called woke if you went around saying stuff like that these days.
And also herself, and a normal procedure in the past has been for husbands to take no notice of this. I think that all problems in a married life should be shared equally, therefore the husband should be there.
All problems in a married life should be shared equally. Whoa, this guy's incredible. Why aren't we like this? 60 years ago, we were good people. We had it sorted. We should have hit the showers. I love how proud she is in the background. She's like, oh, he's good, isn't he? He's good. Or she's got a gun under her jacket and she's like, say the right thing, motherfucker. No, that would be a conspiracy theory on my behalf. I'm not spreading those.
Don't you think it would strengthen the family ties and bonds, perhaps, this experience?
No, I don't think so.
No, he's not having a bar of it. I don't want to see that.
No, I don't think he's right. I think a woman should have privacy at that stage.
Privacy. All right, a little bit of privacy. No worries. Yeah, I guess it is a gory spectacle. That is something to consider and discuss and think about. And, it's a gory spectacle. Okay.
It's a nice thing for a man to see his child come into the world, and I think it's okay.
You little sweetheart. He's definitely long dead, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't listen to him. That's what this is all about at its core, listening to old people long gone. And that was pretty wholesome. There was a lot of innocence in that. I think it's okay.
I think it's okay.
I want a front row ticket. Give me the VIP section with the meet and greet afterwards, please. It's
okay.
And I think it's abominable.
Don't you think this sharing of the experience...
Did she say abominable? I think it's abominable. That's a very strong opinion.
...would go to strengthen family bonds, perhaps?
No, I don't. I think that it would destroy them to a very great measure.
Have you any children yourself?
Oh, I've had 4. They're all grown up now.
And you wouldn't have valued the experience of having your husband present?
No, certainly not.
Wow, she doesn't want... We're not invited, fellas. That was a very strong opinion.
No, certainly not.
Certainly not. What did he do? We're probably not all equipped for it. What you see, I'm struggling to articulate it, really, because I've seen it. I've seen, yeah, and it was war, and there was, yeah, and it was, it's not, you can't, and it, yeah. That's what she's trying to say, is just what I said then.
Do you think husbands should watch the birth of their children?
Yeah, for sure.
Why?
Well, they're married to the woman, they should know everything that goes on.
That was a little bit, yeah, that was a bit like, oh, my property, I should know what's happening to it. Is it getting damaged? What's going on? That was a bit like that. And I'm not saying, look, I'm being a bit judgy. That's not, but I am called Aussie Man Reviews, so that's what I do.
The opinion has been expressed that it lacks delicacy.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, you're really one, aren't you? I mean, you're married, you become one, and you should participate in all the ups and downs of everything.
Gee whiz, look at these 1960s fellas. They are outclassing and outgunning us modern fellas, I reckon.
No, I definitely don't.
You're very vehement about that.
Yes.
Why?
Oh, well, I don't think it'd be very nice for them to see it.
But it has been said that it would strengthen family bonds, this mutual sharing of an experience.
Oh, it might do. Perhaps it might do them good. Perhaps they might not have so many children if they watch the birth.
Oh, I love her. No, I bloody love Janice. She is sensational. You can tell she's had about 23 kids and she's like, point your stiffy elsewhere. You haven't shown up to one of the births. You got no idea what a gory spectacle it is. Just bung it somewhere else. Whack it in another hole. I don't care. Enough.
Yes, I do. I think it's a good idea.
Are you a mother yourself?
Not yet.
But you think this experience should be shared?
Yes, I think it's a very good idea.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, mate, it's got nothing to do with me. I'm not married. No, their place is outside waiting. Yes, definitely.
Why?
I think it's a very good thing and a thing all men should learn about.
Well, there was a lot of answers going on there, including one guy that was like, I don't have a misso, leave me alone, I'm lonely. Yeah.
Well, that depends. It depends on the temperament of the husband and also the, the feelings of the wife, whether she would like it or not. But as regards myself, I think I prefer to be at the birth. Yes, I think I would.
The temperament, I think, is coming up a bit. There's something going on here with the temperament of the man in the situation. Look, I saw some guts. I saw I looked over and it was, and there was, and it was a bit, and it was like, yeah. And that, yeah, I've seen guts twice in my life, actually, and I kind of just go a bit numb. I'm like, I remember the thoughts where it's like, oh, they look like plastic. That was my thought when I saw the internal organs of loved ones. It's like, oh, those look plastic, and that was it. And then later on, you realise you got problems. But that was, in the moment, I just kind of go numb. And then, that's not true. I was a crying dad. I was one of them crying ones. Not at a crucial situation, but, joyful afterwards. And I still got in there with the old scissors and cut the old food supply off from the little bugger. But, I mean, we'd been up all night. So it doesn't, whatever situation you kind of, put me in, I'd probably cry because I've been up all night. If I was just going to get a coffee or at a childbirth, I'd be emotional. So, because sleep deprivation. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
I definitely do not.
Why not, sir?
Well, I think it's a job for the hospital authorities.
No, I don't think so.
Why not? Why not?
Just a personal feeling, I think.
That kid doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts, mate.
Do you think husbands should watch the birth of their children?
No.
Why not, sir? You seem very definite.
Well, I'm a doctor and I feel it's a worry for the husband and unnecessary worry for the wife.
The claim being put forward is that it strengthens the union between man and wife and possibly the family bonds. What do you say to that?
Well, as a father, I don't agree. It may in some circumstances, but I think it certainly got to be taken on the individual preference, but I think there are a lot of reasons against it.
Gee, that was a very clinical answer, wasn't it? I mean, academia doesn't give a shit about your feelings and bonds. Interesting, he was still a little bit open. He's like, oh, it may. So that's still a professional, isn't it? He's like, I'll look at that. But yeah, ultimately, if dad's just going to panic and cry and shit himself, that's not handy. The temperament. When shit hits the fan, because shit's going to hit the floor and the bed, that's a given. But when shit hits the fan, how are you going to go as a bloke in that situation? It's a big thing.
Oh, well, we mothers just know what we go through, and I think some of the men, it would do them good just to see that.
Okay, so that's a real interesting one. That's about respect, isn't it? It's like, get in here, have a look at what I'm going through. Have a look. So next time you're thinking of being a little bit pushy or ignorant or fucking whatever, you know what I've been through, all right? You know what I've been through. After we did the whole thingy and this happened, you know what I've been through. So a bit of respect around the household in future. Fair enough?
Well, I think for some men, they probably share the experiences of their wife, and this gives them a feeling of unity, partnership.
You yourself,
not for all men,
would you like the experience?
Not particularly, no, thanks.
Good. We found a fainter. He's a fainter, and he knows it, and he's nipped it in the bud. And that's the doctor from the previous one would appreciate that. Just off you go to the pub.
Do you think husbands should watch the birth of their children?
It's a very difficult question to answer that.
Can I be personal
I'm not
and
a
ask
married
you if
woman.
you're not?
No.
But looking ahead, perhaps.
I'm just going to stop you there. I love her hairdo. I'm a fan of hairdos, and that is a brilliant 1962 hairdo.
I mean, would you like...
Yes, I think so. If the husband would like to do such a thing, I don't see any reason why he shouldn't.
Do you think it brings the couple closer together?
Yes, certainly.
Aw, that's a lovely little one to end on, everyone. She just wants her hand held. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Retro Australia. And yeah, go to AussieManShop.com for merch. I'm getting more of these beanies. I am. And yeah, go to AussieMan.com/submit to send me your videos. Not of childbirth, though. You don't need to share those with me. I'm not commentating your birth, all right? That's no, that's not gonna fucking guts. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.